Let's see how game 2 goes. Gotta reset all the way back over here because the camera apparently doesn't automatically reset, so I'm gonna have to make this long Halo ODST looking trek back to the first point. Halo said, I need people to move, but I'm gonna teleport myself all the way over here to signify the start of this next game. Look at that horizon. Look at that shit. Horizon. Keck. It's actually a lighthouse. 3 maps in one, basically.
You did all that in under 44 seconds, by the way.
Looks as though this time they're gonna run with Sombra Soldier.
Yeah,
try to get some cheeky EMP visor combos. Oof, and they're running the Orisa.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds. For your safety, please move behind the barrier. We got the main
Dude, I'm stuck on a wall. Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2,
Let's see if our team does a better job contesting the cart.
stop the pain.
Blue team starting off on high ground, pretty heavy. Looks like Genji's gonna go ahead and attempt to poke and fades back in order to avoid the sheer DPS of boosted soldier. Laser's gonna get a hack on Diva, popping her out of mech as the DPS converges onto her. So right now the red team is an official stance. As the red team has a barrier to make complete usage of.
Right? Yeah, you did.
Blue team doesn't seem to be able to figure out how
Oh, you gotta go? Alright,
they're gonna manage to break these barriers, so they're, instead of contesting head-on, using the flankers that they have, they're gonna attempt to poke from different angles and manage to distract the team just enough to get a pick on the Orisa, but trading off for their Zarya in the process. The blue team manages to avoid the visor for the most part. Michael flies out and versus their Zarya, while Diva takes the enemy Diva out of mech. Comes to self-destruct, unfortunately catching 2 people as the halt comes in and the grab is out. Oof, and good follow-up. And just to take Javi out of mech. That's a good blade from the blue team, following up off that grab.
Hey, 80%? 80%?
Good awareness from XPS John not to get caught in that Diva bomb halt conversion.
Wasn't in the face. Alright? 20% accuracy was not in the face. Hey man.
Javi's unfortunately out of mech. Looks like blue team might have this point as long as they can. Yep. There we go. The red team has no ultimates to hold, and that's that point. Sombra's translocator is unfortunately placed a little bit too far out, throwing her back into the fray.
Let's get you back in the fight. All systems checked out. I'm on fire.
Blue team is now making steady progress as Diva
That was great. That's great.
decides to poke a little bit. I'm assuming just to see the layout of the land.
You keep giving me stats, so I'm like, alright, this is stats.
Red team now has high ground. Splitting the team up
Nah, that's 6 matches, and I'm
just a little bit as they converge on both being distracted by Winston and now having to deal with Sombra's EMP and Tag Visor. Being forced into a small room as Winston makes full benefit, or gets full benefits from this.
like, try hard and what?
Red team is gonna go ahead and push blue team back now, as blue team is forced to reset. D.Va is out of mech now, unfortunately. Outside of the team fight, unable to force her own reset with an environmentals. Self-suicide. Yes, self-suicide.
Yes.
Suicide of self. Now we just have back and forth shenanigans going on. You got a Michael flying all the way around the enemy lines.
They don't matter.
Grab's gonna catch both Sombra when ooh. Good conversions again. Unfortunate Grab was not
My aim anyway.
readily available to be acted upon defensively. It looks like blue team will have this point.
There you go. Let's own this.
Oof, catching the healers as they're running from spawns, catching a lot of their
The mighty has fallen.
line, but leaving two other people available. As long as they don't rush too hard, they can stagger them extremely hard here. It looks like they will be able to converge back together before too much progress is made on the
I let
card.
my sister do SWAT at first. And she was just walking when everyone was running, getting into position. When she starts dying,
I would contest here as they make their way around the bend,
missed shot. Nah.
which Taimu does.
She missed me and taking 9.
Obvious mech is coming in, only gets a kill on PS John.
I got you, mate.
Unfortunately, Tagweiser is going to come in
I'm not even.
and kill, or assist the kill on Zarya.
I'm not a month ago.
I'm not so sure about the usage of Primal Rage there.
Muscle memory at 6 by default. I'm okay with that.
It would seem as though Tagweiser in its own, along with the follow-up from the rest of the team, would have been sufficient. The red team has both support ults, whilst blue team has 5 of their ults, minus their second tank. They're going to go ahead and pop an early Valk to res 1 DPS. Fortunately, that D bomb does not get any value, and both supports die. It's unfortunate for blue team, as basically everything from here falls apart. Genji's gonna have to fall back, and D.Va, unfortunately, is gonna get caught just a little bit.
4 in a row. My goodness, my aim got immediately better. Guys, my aim is, my accuracy is already at 80%.
Solid hold with both DPS on high ground and healer nested behind the DPSs.
You can't find it.
Both. Unfortunate for Genji as he flash blade, and the D.Va gets D-Max off of that grab. Although the grab did catch the healer and the DPS,
Thanks to whoever killed that one guy.
appears as though that push is going to be denied. And red team will go ahead and push them back, and blue team back into spawn once again. It looks like blue team is struggling on the attack as red team did last game. Or last round, I should say. And just as much as red team was that game. Blue team still has 3 other ultimates, and now Winston has Primal Rage again. As the 10-second mark is reached, and it appears as though EMP comes in, taking D.Va out of the mech. Sound barrier comes out on both sides. Sound barrier lasting just a little bit longer for red team. Winston extending a little bit too far into enemy range. But it appears as though they've all been pushed off of cart by Diva. Yes, that name is the most appropriate.